I was definitely really surprised when I was diagnosed with RA to have arthritis as a relatively young guy. And you know, at first it didn't really mean anything to me until I started to look into it and realized that it's a pretty serious disease, and that it can be a debilitating disease. And it certainly felt like, you know, the end of the world when I was first diagnosed, like the rug had been pulled out from underneath me. When I was diagnosed, I had never even heard of the word rheumatoid arthritis before. I assumed, like most people, that it was just regular old arthritis, osteoarthritis, and I didn't know that it was an autoimmune disease that was very different from osteoarthritis. But over time, I came to learn a lot about the disease, and I came to learn that it actually is not a death sentence, and living with it is very manageable. And I definitely found food to be an incredible source of not only empowerment, but also great medicine for me. I was really surprised to find that a lot of the foods that I actually really love cooking with, like anchovies and almonds, were also naturally anti-inflammatory and very, very good for anyone, but particularly for people that are dealing with inflammation.
Wiley Dufresne, chef owner of WD-50 and Alder restaurants here in New York City. See, Seamus and I used to work next door to each other. I got to know Seamus because we share a physical therapist. Coming to terms now with the fact that I have arthritis in my left knee, and I will most certainly have arthritis at some point in both of my elbows, and probably a number of other parts of my body due to the nature of the job, makes me realize that, yeah, it's something that we should be more aware of. I mean, I'm trying to help my cooks make better decisions about how they work, posture, taking care of themselves, because it is a particularly grueling job. It's hard on the body. It's hard on the body. It's relenting on the body. It doesn't necessarily get any easier as you get older. And so we initially talked mostly about you know, his frustrations, how he was limited, how he couldn't do as much as he was.
Well, I mean, it's definitely something, it's a common misconception that only the elderly suffer from arthritis.
We really should get out there, really should try to lend our support in whatever way we can. Get out there, you know, whether it be to walk, whether it be to support the people that are walking, lend a hand, volunteer. I think that it's really an invaluable thing that we should all try to find some time to do.
Anything that I can do to help raise awareness and to hopefully bring more attention to the disease and treatment of the disease, and ultimately help other people who are living with the disease live a better life is really important to me. It is always shocking to me when I see young kids that are living with RA, but that's the reality of the disease, and I think the more that we can do to kind of bring attention to that and to bring it to light it really helps kids, you know, particularly for kids that are in middle school and elementary school living with something like arthritis. It really means a lot to be able to be surrounded by folks that really understand what they're going through.
That's how you used to have to walk?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you have to walk like that?
Because I couldn't bend my joints.
This is Lena Davidson. We became associated with the Arthritis Foundation after Lena was diagnosed with systemic juvenile arthritis in December of 2011. Before Lena was diagnosed with arthritis, I didn't even know that children could get arthritis. 300,000 children in America have arthritis, and 1 in 5 adults suffer from it as well. We weren't really sure what to expect that first day for the walk. It was a beautiful day in June in Battery Park. We went out with our whole family. We saw lots of other people with arthritis. We saw a lot of people doing great, walking, exercising. There was a great spirit about the walk. It was very emotional going from her being so sick to seeing her thrive and her color come back and to see her run around. And the purpose of it is to raise awareness for arthritis and to raise money to find a cure.
My name is Irene and I'm 9 years old, almost turning 10. And what I'm going to do for the Arthritis Foundation is I'm going to raise money to help kids who suffer from arthritis like me. Meeting kids who suffer from arthritis like me and meeting all my family members that live far away, it's important to me. I suffer from rheumatoid arthritis.
And I'm very excited that Irene has been nominated to be the Youth Honoree this year. Irene was diagnosed only when she was 16 months old. Dr. Imundo is her doctor, and thanks to her, Irene has been doing incredibly well. You can't tell that she suffers from arthritis. She couldn't walk, she couldn't crawl, she couldn't cut. She had gotten under physical occupational therapy.
I would say that I'm feeling much better and I feel more active.
My name is Karina Wu and I'm a physical therapist. It's really important because as a physical therapist, I'm treating this daily and I see the numerous people that it affects, and it has affected myself. So I was diagnosed with arthritis when I was 35, and I now have to do all the rehabilitative exercises that I prescribe to my patients and learn to manage this condition. It's a beautiful day in the park. Everyone's there for a reason, for a cause, for something for the better. And these conditions, you know, there's no cure right now, but hopefully there will be, and to be able to raise funds and bring more awareness to the people is really important to me.
I'm William Levine, MD, and I have been involved with taking care of patients with arthritis for a long time. So we're having a walk to cure arthritis, and I'm really honored and privileged to be the 2014 medical honoree for this event. We have a team that's being led by some of my colleagues here at Columbia, and so we're going to have a whole group. I've got my family who's going to be there, and our goal is to, you know, again, spread the word and get people interested to try to help, again, either by coming and walking with us, by donating to our website, to try to help support the cause, and anything that we can do, all of us, I think, is going to be really appreciated for this event.
My name is Mark Harari. I'm a sports medicine physician, and I'm the 2014 Arthritis Walk Chair. I mean, being in the medical field, you see new technologies coming out all the time. You know, in orthopedics, you see new things such as, you know, stem cell and PRP injections that, you know, weren't there 10 years ago. So it really gives you hope that there, hopefully down the road, will be a cure.
My name is Renee Cafaro. I'm associated with the Arthritis Foundation as being the 2013 adult honoree for the walk, and I was extremely proud to have that honor. I've had fibromyalgia and seronegative arthritis for most of my life, but only in 2008 did they actually figure out what it was. I had joined my first walk a couple of years ago, and I was immediately grateful to finally have found a community that truly understands what it means to live with fibromyalgia and with arthritis. And you know, really gave me some hope that maybe for once we really can find a cure for arthritis. And one of the things that I think was probably the most beneficial for me in my experience and my team is to know that I'm not suffering with arthritis alone. You know, you're walking around for a couple of miles, but it doesn't sound like a lot, but the money that you raise for this will be going to so much research and could really help improve the lives of people living with arthritis.
My name is Becca Mercer, and this is Dixie June. And this year I'm the adult honoree for the Walk to Cure Arthritis. I was diagnosed at 23. Last year I joined the walk because I wanted to take back some control. I was going through a particularly difficult winter with the rheumatoid arthritis. I got involved. I thought it would be something fun to do. But what came of it was that I learned that rheumatoid arthritis and arthritis is so much bigger than myself, and it affects so many people. And we were not just walking for a cure for me, we're walking for a cure for millions and millions of people. And it's really inspiring and kind of gets me out of myself and makes me able to give back. Thank you, Arthritis Foundation.
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 Thank you, Arthritis Foundation.